Stay true to yourself. Most people, they are tricked in chasing the things that the external world tricks you in chasing. And it's not weird because, the game is rigged in such a way that you need those external things to survive. But the problem most of the time is that we are trading our unique energy, our unique self, for a copy of the environment. So we are investing ourselves in a school, in a company, in a group of people, in all these things outside of ourselves. But we do not realize that we are mixing our unique energy, our unique vibration, perception, thoughts, um, and potential habits and results for the external things. And by doing so, most of the time we get ourselves stuck in a routine that's not controlled by ourselves. And that's a big problem because you are here on this earth for a unique mission. You are unique. It's like your body creating cells, and every cell has a unique mission within the body to make the body function. The same is for society and humans. We are all here unique for a reason, so we can, change this world in a unique way. All the inventions you see in the outside world, they were created by individuals who looked in a unique way at reality and therefore created it. And therefore we have such a big diversity in the things we have access to. Okay, so um, you can only provide true value to this reality by finding yourself, by being capable of being alone. Okay, I'm not saying become a monk. I am saying, mix with the right people, gather the lessons, implement the golden nuggets they give you, but then use it in your own unique way. The problem is when we mix with people, individuals, companies, whatever, we get sucked into their belief systems, we get sucked into their routines, we get sucked into their way of being, their way of living life. And that's okay to do for a while, but once you get stuck in that, then it becomes a problem because then you become a copy of the environment and you are not using the information in your own unique way of thinking. And I feel that's the whole point of life, being your true self, being true to yourself, being true to your values, and then creating from that unique vibration. Um, but it takes such an amount of effort, awareness, and routines to take control over staying in your own energy, staying in your own frequency, staying in your own perspective. And because, we are forced into a system where the 9 to 5 is like the norm, working 40 hours a week to pay for rent for houses that are being built, within a few weeks, and you have to pay your whole life rent for it. It's like a trap, a mental trap. And then people get brainwashed by the television, by all these things that does not allow them to gain control over their own perspective. Okay, we are forced to play a game of Monopoly, and this game of Monopoly has been played for a very long time. And therefore, every time we roll the dice, we come on a certain point that we have to pay, because we are not starting at a fair point. And that's the same with society. We are forced to play a game that was already rigged against us from the beginning. And it's rigged against us because you are never capable of evolving to your full potential, because all the things that let you evolve to your full potential are taken from you, are mislabeled, misinformed about, and then you are forced into something that does not allow you to stay in your own energy for a long time. So if I can give you some piece of advice, lower your expenses, create a routine within nature, and stop placing value on the things society places value on. Okay, so for me, I'm very minimalistic. From a young age, when I got a present or I got something new, it made me very happy the first day. The days afterwards, I stared at it and I realized, wow, it does not make me as happy as it did yesterday. And I opened my eyes to this very early because most of the time we chase things unconsciously for the validation of other people. But when you also start to realize it's not about the stuff, it's not about the validation because validation of people changes all the time. Also, it does not bring any true benefit to your life once you're capable of being alone, being happy alone, and controlling your own belief systems, and therefore not caring about what other people think. That gives you the power to have more time and more mental power to focus on long-term visions, okay? And most of the time, people just are stuck in a routine, having to work the whole time, and then they feel unhappy. And then they try to push their happiness in the 2 days a week where they are free. Okay. And then they have too much money, too little time, and they try to gain their happiness by gathering external stuff. But life is not about getting stuff. When you die, you have to give everything back. Okay. Life is about reaching the highest frequency possible. And while doing that, creating awareness from smart people, create and therefore evolving your routines, evolving your perspective on life, and therefore making your actions higher leverage. Okay. So when you look at the full scope of your life, the point is to evolve, be as happy as possible, as most days as possible, being positive, controlling your mind, controlling your perspective, mixing with the right people, and then evolving to your full potential, making your actions the highest leverage so you can change this world in your own unique way. You have to see yourself as a ball of energy, and this ball of energy came into this reality to change the bigger energy in a positive way. But if you are never capable of controlling your routine, finding your unique self, and then attuning your habits in such a way that you can reach as many people as possible, um, and making a good impact. If you're never capable of breaking from society expectations and fixing certain situations in your life where you have this freedom, it's never possible to gain freedom. Freedom is being in your unique frequency so you are capable of perceiving all the choices. If you're never capable of getting in your unique frequency, the choices are not visible for your mind, and therefore you're stuck in a routine that's not your own. You think it's your own because it's the best option you're capable of seeing, but if you are forced into a frequency and a perspective that lowers your ability to see the opportunities in life, you are actually in a jail of your own mind that's controlled by the vibration of the environment. And because it's invisible for people, um, they accept their current reality. They feel on the inside something is wrong. They don't feel truly happy. But because their mind is not capable of seeing what's wrong, yeah, or they just focus on things they cannot change, they just numb their feelings and just blame it on, a certain label like depression or whatever. But the depression and not feeling well was just your body communicating with you, hey, listen, you are having a routine that's not moving you towards the reality you want to move to. And you can only reach that by finding your true self. And by finding your true self does not have to imply, being rich or all those things. Of course, that's a result of providing value to this world. But who says you have to have a lot of money in the beginning phases of finding yourself? That's the end result. And you can shortcut this, by becoming a copy of the environment and therefore earning a lot of money. But you are actually sacrificing your potential future self for short benefits from in the now. And once you go within, find your unique self. True happiness is on the inside, okay? And then when you are creating from your own unique self, that's where true happiness is. Making money by following your soul mission, making money by sharing your unique perspective to life. That's where real happiness is. Having a routine that makes this world better in your own unique way. Okay? So I really hoped this video helped you out. If you need any help with this, click on the link below, everything you need, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day.